There's a hair in our mouths, I'm a clown. You're the greatest I've been wondering.
Julie and I play piano, and I sing. And
I'm Tyler. I play drums and sometimes sing, but not.
I wish you would sing more.
It's kind of like a work in progress, I guess.
Yeah, we're working on harmonies right now. Tyler likes to just sing and not plan the harmony, and I like to plan them. So that makes it a little. We're
It's called
working
being
it out.
retarded. Well, we fight probably about as much as most people do in normal bands, but you don't. It's like when you're a brother and sister with someone, you don't have to like win back their love. You know, it's like if you're dating someone and you start fighting, it's like it could be over. Like if you're in a band and like something bad happens, it's like
No, I'm stuck with
it
him
could-
for life.
But it's like you like wake up next to them like in the same house and you like see each other for breakfast and you're like, "I want some eggs." Yeah, and then you're like, fine, it's not like a.
We do have other members. Addison Quarles, he plays bass with us. We're like the baby brother
we're like
project.
the band that if he has time for, he'll come out.
I think the hardest part is how Tyler and I will have disagreements, and then we will either work it out or forget about it by the next day, and then work on something else. And then when we have new members, it is hard. It's kind
It's
of
hard to
hard
like
to
bring them
explain,
into it. We're like, I'm right, and they're like,
and they don't want to be involved in the argument. But it is weird. We've had a couple of different. Oh, we had Joel Swastik. He used to play guitar with us too, and he's excellent. But yeah, it is hard to incorporate other people.
I mean, we used to be in a lot like Birds. I played drums, and she's still in the band, and it's like a lot like Birds kind of kicked us in the butt to like start actually playing music at shows and like try to get serious about it. They're always like telling us like, "When are you gonna get a record out? When are you gonna get a record out?" And we're like, whatever. And Speed of Sound, they're all great guys, and it's really nice to be able to be in such like close relationship with such good musicians.
And a couple other guys, the band H. Lethem is like so good. And then the Kelps, those are like our bosom brothers. And they're all really inspiring because Tyler and I do music because we love it and we'd like to do a lot of different things. And these guys are really serious about music, so they really challenge our commitment.
And they do
to
weird
what we
things.
do.
Like the Kelps got a show at Six Flags. I didn't even know that was possible. They play on KCRA3 all the time.
They're such rad dudes.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Bright Eyes.
She probably listens to Bright Eyes probably about 90% of the time she's awake. Probably like 60% of the time she's been alive. And then I really like Pattern is Movement and Maps Analysis. They're two bands
Maps
from
Analysis.
Chicago.
Grizzly Bear. I love Grizzly Bear. My mom plays classical guitar, and I listen to that sometimes. That's all. What made us start playing?
Pretty much
music?
being in church. We were both raised in church, and our parents were high up in the church. And it was kind of like she just got on the worship team, so it was like, "Oh, Julie can sing," and then she was on the worship team, and then kind of quit it. And then I was on. I still play at churches, and it's just after that, like after Julie kind of left, she started writing her own music, and then whenever I picked up drums, she was like, "Hey, like let's play." I was like, "Okay," like trying to like play stuff, and then it just slowly like grew. And since we have always been there for each other, like whenever the other person plays, we'll just like be playing and then change what we're doing completely, like at completely different time signature or whatever, and it'll just like we're on like the same wavelength all the time with music, which is cool.
And I think the wrestle to define God and meaning is a really big theme even still. Like that's kind of what our grassroots are, is worship music, and we never really bonded with Christian music, like the genre of Christian music. But I knew that God was kind of had to be bigger than that. Or if he was real, then you had to like relate with music that was affiliated with him. So it's definitely brought us to a big degree to where we are now.
Yeah.
That background, and we've always just loved music when we were kids.
How much she loves her brother.
How much I love my brother and food. A big thing that I do is I have specific memories or like what's going on internally. Like when I write a song, I'm trying to convey a feeling. Like I really do try to convey an atmosphere. That's the closest way I can really define it. And also, it's a really good way of working out. Sometimes I'll write from other people's perspectives and working out the reasons why people do things, or even myself. It's a way to process life and relationships. Been like high school metal band scene around here in some ways. So definitely listen to the Kelps, H. Letham, Speed of Sound and Seawater, and A Lot Like Birds.
Hopefully within the next couple of months we'll have an EP out of some sort. We've already started with Shattered Records. This guy named Jack O'Donnelly. He did Speed of Sound and A Lot Like Birds. But he's amazing, and he's also one of the people that really like encourages us to get the ball rolling. So we're hoping to do that, and then maybe get an album out, and then maybe go on tour or something, wherever the wind takes us.
Be grown-ups.
hopefully.
We just want to be grown-ups.
I wish I was an adult.